On April 15, 1707, Euler was born in Basel, Switzerland. He was originally slated for a career as a rural clergyman. He began to study with Johann Berhalis at the University of Basel in Switzerland. Later, he earned his master's when he was only a teenager. In 1727, he moved to Russia and joined the Navy. When Euler was 20, he received second prize in the annual Paris Academy Prize problem. This was a competition that he went on to win 12 more times. He wed Katharina Gesell in 1734. They were married for 39 years. After she passed away, he remarried Katharina's half-sister. His first book was published in 1736. In the mid-1740s, he was appointed math director of the Berlin Academy. He received a patronage from Catherine II, and in 1766, he returned to Russia to head the St. Petersburg Academy. Unfortunately, on September 18, 1783, Euler suffered a major brain hemorrhage and died. Shortly before Euler's birth, Yale was founded in 1701. In the year 1707, the United Kingdom was formed. In the year 1757, the British Empire began growing in India. In 1756, the 7 Years' War began. The First Continental Congress met and drafted the Declaration of Independence in the year 1774. In 1783, the Revolutionary War ended with the Treaty of Paris. During the time of Euler's life, Denmark signed the Covenant of Hanover. Peter II also became the Tsar of Russia at age 11. The Tuscarora Indian War was between Native Americans and the people of North Carolina. This war occurred in 1711.
I don't know much about algebra, but I know 1 plus 1 equals 2.
Euler had many contributions to mathematics. He developed an interest in geometry and portrayed Newtonian dynamics in the form of analysis. He had contributions to analytic geometry, trigonometry, calculus, and number theory. He stated that the prime number theorem and the law of biquadratic reciprocity. He developed an understanding of planar graphs. He also proved that the sum of primes diverge and introduced the use of the exponential function and logarithms in analytic problems. He made advances in mechanics with Euler angles, and he stated that Euler's theorem that every rotation has an axis, as well as Euler's language equation, which comes from a calculus of variation, Euler's formula that gives values of pi and zeta function at positive even integers and defines exponentials of imaginary numbers. Euler also solved the 7 bridges of Königsberg problem that led to foundations in graph theory and his idea of topography. This path that he found is called an Euler circuit, and later developed Euler paths as well. Aside from all of these advances in mathematics, Euler also wrote 886 books. We can do many math problems because of Euler. One example is problems that involve graph theory and paths and circuits. Euler made foundations in graph theory through the 7 bridges of Königsberg. This path is called an Euler circuit. An Euler circuit reaches every edge once and it ends exactly where it starts. But a path uses every edge once and doesn't end at the same vertex. For example, in the graph shown, an Euler path would be C, D, C, B, B, A, D, E, B, but a circuit would be C, D, C, B, B, A, D, E, B, C.
Euler is most well known for the creation of his paths and circuits. However, many forms of notation were popularized or created by Euler. E, or also known as the base of the natural log, as a constant is equal to 2.71828. The imaginary unit equal to the square root of -1. The trigonomic functions sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant. The constants a, b, and c, such as the sides of a triangle, or x, y, and z, as they are known as variables or unknowns in a certain equation. Pi, the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. Sigma, or the sum or total of a set of numbers. The function f as applied to the variable or argument x. We commonly see this as f of x. There are two numbers named after Euler. The first one is represented simply as e, which was discussed earlier, and the second one is the Euler-Mascheroni constant, also known as gamma, which is often referred to simply as Euler's constant. This number has an approximate value of 0.57721. Some of Euler's greatest successes came from solving real-world problems analytically. He developed tools that made it easier to apply calculus to some physical problems. He also invented what are now known as Euler approximations, which led to Euler's method and the Euler-Maclaurin formula. Although he is most well known for his contributions in mathematics, Euler also contributed in mechanics, fluid dynamics, optics, astronomy, and music.